If you are in a relationship with somebody that constantly makes bad decisions, it would affect your life. If you are in a business partnership with somebody that makes bad decisions, it will affect your life. If you are having a child with somebody that makes bad decisions, it will affect what's having that person around you. That's the one bad decision that you have made, right? So we got to be conscious about who we have around us, who we are having children with, who we are in relationships with, who we are marrying, who we are entertaining, period. And take time to understand these people and who they are, and take them for who they are. I spoke about it before the other day. You cannot change people. It is not your job to change people. So, you thinking that you Captain Save a Hoe or Captain Save a Nigga or whatever the case may be, you're actually hindering your own blessings by trying to save somebody who don't even want to be saved. Because a lot of these people are right with the decisions that they made. A lot of people is okay with the decisions that they're making. A lot of people are okay in the environment that they are in. Sometimes if you see people in some environment and leave them right which part you see them. That is why a lot of people act out. Because it's like taking a lion out of the jungle and trying to put them in a cage. One day they must bite the trainer. They must go for the trainer one day. You understand? Sometimes you feel just know some company is not for you. Me not care how sexy the girl want be, how pretty the girl want be. Me not care how clean the man look, how him dress nice. Me not care about none of them stuff there. Because if the values don't match the facade, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You can't save none of them, not even save them all. You can't save none of them. The only person that is going to make a change is a person that sees a problem with their behavior or their lifestyle or whatever it is that that they need to fix. That is the only way, and you are still not changing them. You're actually helping them change by showing them certain things, but you really not changing them. They have to change themselves. These people have to change themselves. Trooper, big up yourself. So a lot of the times, the things that you go through in life is predicated on decisions and choices that we make. Enough man out there, see some girl and them look good, the girl look good and rare, and you say to yourself, say, I'm going to make that girl my wife. And you don't know nothing about the girl. All you know, she pretty, she keep herself looking good, and she's sexy. That's all you know. You don't know the trauma. You don't know the experiences. You don't know who put her through stress. You don't know who she put through stress. You don't know none of them stuff there. And a lot of people don't take the time to understand people as individuals. Because when I was growing up when I was younger, maybe in my 17, 18, 19, 20s, I thought that because you were Caribbean, we all were the same. I thought we all grew a certain type of way and we all had certain morals and certain values and this and that. That is so far from the truth. Because you realize that some people drag up. Some people not have no brought up, see. Some people don't have no common sense. That there are people that will be in a bad situation and will make it worse because of their decisions, because they don't have communicative skills. They don't know they don't have problem solving skills. So the best thing they know how to do is run away from the problem or make the problem even worse. And that's why you cannot surround yourself with people that is just going to continue to pacify your behaviors. There's people that will come around you, misery love company, them are going to enjoy and full joy your misery and contribute to it. Instead of telling you the right thing. Because that's my dog, I'm gonna tell him, you know. Or because that's my bitch, I love my girls, so you know I'm gonna tell my girl this, I'm gonna tell. That is not helping anyone. It's only making the situation worse. So at the end of the day, you have to be very mindful about, because me have some brethren. Them man, yeah, when we sit down and if we sit down and we have all our vibes or we have play domino or whatever, them not like talk to me, you know. You know why? Because me as a man, me always keep it real and me always got to tell them the truth. Some of my brethren, them forward around me and me hear them attack and them attack about them baby mother and them baby mother this and them baby mother that and oh, bitch not even make me see me youth them and where and this and that. Guess what? Guess what me turn around and tell them? Are you breeder? Are you breeder, brother? So what I tell me say, you made a force right decision based off of whatever looks, she a freak, yeah, this, whatever the case may be, are you breeder? You understand? When a woman are gonna come to you and tell you, say, oh, this nigga, he's so miserable, and this nigga this, and this nigga that, and where, you make him jump in at your front, my girl. And then the first thing the people are going to say, them are going to talk about, oh, people don't act the way they act in the beginning and they always change later on and this. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that. Because if I one thing me know in life, if you take your time and pace yourself, people show we who they are. And a lot of times, we ignore the flags. Or we feel because your front good, or my cocky good, or me no office sex good, or me this, or me have money, and this and that, I can show them a different way of life and they're going to change. Back to changing again. Thinking you can change people. No such thing. There are some people that live in the projects right now. If you put them in a house, if you put them in a 5-bedroom house, we gonna live them last. Them not know what they do in there. Them not go comfortable. Them not go happy in there. Because that is not their environment. Some people want better and some people are alright with them environment. Some people like to go in the pissy elevator, go up to the 12th floor, ring 12D or whatever the case may be. Some people like that. Some people were living at the ghetto, them now want to come out of the ghetto. There are certain things in the ghetto where them love. Them love for bridge light, them love for thief water, them love for hear gunshot, them love the mix up on the railway where I go on down the road. This one back out my shit, and this them a run down the road. I walk one. Some people like that. Some people don't want better for themselves. So if me now as a man where my thing in a different standard, and me go meet somebody now, and that somebody when me meet is of lower standard, right? And not saying that you're better, you're this or that over nobody, but I'm just the fact just remains. You are in a different tax bracket, you're in a different education level, you're at a different standard of life. You go take up somebody now who like the little mix up, like the this, like the that. When you take them out of that and I try to change them and I say, yo, you know, if you waste your time, sit down and watch them low level thing, they are them low frequency business and rare. When you tell them that, it coming like a this here, this them. It coming like you tell them, say, yo, you know, if you do what you're supposed to, and then it becomes a controlling situation where they feel like you control them. When all you're really trying to do is lift them up to where you are. A lot of times you want to lift people up to your level and your standard, but guess what? Them are right down there, so. Them are right down there, so. Enough of them people, you ever hear some people, them say, yo, all I want is a start, you know. And when you look, them always need a start. All when them get the start, them still need the start. Yo, if me get 20 grand right now to start something, brother, I'm good. Check them back in a couple months. They need a start again. You know why? Because the start will never be enough for them because they are not educated to sustain the start. That's why you have people who continuously beg and continuously ask and continuously want. Because they them start but them never finish. Them always a start. And those people will drain you. Those are the people who will drain you if you're not mind sharp. If you're not smart enough, if you know, say, yo, sometimes you have to just lock off them people, you know. Make them say you're pussy. Make them say you're wicked. Make them say you make your money and you not look back on nobody and all, you're rich and sweet. Make them say all of them things there. Make them talk. Because at the end of the day, if you don't stand up for yourself, they will drain you. Mentally, physically, financially, they will drain you. So decision making is something, I'm going to tell people all the while, decision and chance is two things that you wake up with every morning. If God not cut your journey short and you wake up in the morning, when you open your eye, you have decisions to make and you have choices to make. And you have chance. Every morning where God give you breath. It is up to you what you're going to do with it. It is up to you what you're going to do with it. Some people get up first thing them do. Them jump on Instagram, them jump on TikTok. Them want to see what mix up a guan and what guan last night because them drop asleep and them fall out. Then them never get to see who this one did attack and who that one did attack and that, rare. Them have some people get up and them have no direction. Them never know what them are going to do for the day. Them have a plan. Them have nothing at all. Them just get up and them don't know what them are going to do with them life. Every day that you sit down and do nothing is a day wasted. Some people are talking about 5-year plan and 10-year plan. Some people don't have a plan for the day. Much less 2-year and 5-year and 10-year. Some people don't have a plan for the day. For the day. Some people get up and they don't know what they're going to do. And then you have some people that get up and all they do is be miserable because they go and punch a clock for a job. They don't need a 9 to 5 and a career and this and that. There's nothing wrong with it. But you have to want that. God never put none of us on earth to suffer. Never put us on earth to be nobody's footstool or nothing like that. The reason why these things happen is because of the decisions and the choices that we make. And a lot of times, even the Bible says it, the sins that of the father falls on the children. Because the father is supposed to be a provider. And if that father didn't set up something properly and provide and put down structure before him leave this earth, their kids suffer. I don't perceive it as literally, oh, your father go shoot somebody so you gotta suffer. No. If the structure and the foundation has not been put before this father exited this earth, then your kids is going to suffer. And that's just the facts of the matter. And some of these older parents is out there, they still on this earth, and still their kids are suffering because of the decisions they made. You understand? So at the end of the day, your decisions and your choices and your chance should be one of the most important things you do on a daily basis. Uncle, what going on? On a daily basis. Look at success. We measure success with Louis bags and $500 bundles and jewelry and all of this shit. Check most of them people bank account. It's empty. You know how much people don't have 10 grand in their bank account right now? 10 grand and no money. You know how much people right now, if them skip a week of blood clot work, them dep on their face. You know how much people right now that you can see them in a Louis belt and a YSL shirt and a Benz, them are jumping at the Benz and all of these things. If them ever skip one blood clot, one pay a week. If them skip one pay a week right now, then fall upon their face. Because of what? Because we trying to impress broke people are trying to impress other broke people that they are not broke. Make it make sense. When I lived in Brooklyn, right? I lived on Rutland Road in a brownstone, my grandmother's house, right? 3-story brownstone with a basement, everything. My grandfather paid that house off since in the 1940s, I think, or 1950s or something like that, right? When 9/11 happened, right? 9/11 go on and this white English family moved next door, right? About 2 houses down. I like tell that story because it's real and it was an eye opener for me too, right? So this white family moved next door. They bought a brownstone and they gutted out the whole entire brownstone. Now, anybody who know about New York and know about brownstone, you know say, you talk money. Right? That's how you talk money. Right? Every year, some Jewish people send letter. Them all call me too. I don't know how them get my name or my number, but I guess through relations, they realize say I'm associated with this brownstone. Anyway, them always call every year and want to buy my grandmother house. Every year them come. Oh, we got 2 million right now. We give you 2 million right now. We give you 3 million right now. My grandmother house pay off long time. She's not selling. My grandmother said she got dead in that house there. All right, good. The English couple, right? Husband, wife, and I think they had 2 kids, right? And we are talking about 9/11, you know. 9/11 was what? In 01, right? We're talking about 2001. This couple that bought this brownstone both pulled up with 2 Volvos. 2 Volvos. Right? One was a green Volvo, one was a red. The wife had like maybe let's say like a 98 Volvo. And the father had a red station wagon Volvo that was like a 86. So the 2 of them are drive all car. Them buy the brownstone, them gut out the whole entire brownstone, and them nice up the place and make the place nice. comfortable for them living with them kids. All right. You know, as time go by, you get to know the neighbors them, you talk to the neighbors them, whatever. So it's my house, then there's another Jamaican family live next door, and then this person, the white people them, right? All right. Start, because you know, in a New York, you have to move car from side to side in the morning and all them fuck with it. You get up 7 o'clock, you have to move your car and this and that and one bag of something. So you know how you think go. All right. Watch this now. Boom now. Go outside for go move my car one early morning and the man's out there move him car. And me and him start talk. I'm like, oh, so what's up, man? What you doing, man? You know, I've been seeing you guys around and da. All right. Me ask the man what him do. Man say him is an architect. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, I'm an architect. I'm an architect. You know, I'm doing the blueprint for the new trade center. What you say? Man said, yeah, they flew me in from the UK. No, he was living in Connecticut, as a matter of fact. So he had a house in Connecticut, but because he was working in New York, he moved down to New York and bought that house so he could do the work that he was paid to do. He's the one who did the artwork for the new trade center where we see right now in New York. See it? Not even know that, you know, but this man make me know that the morning. He must say, yo, I me, you know, I have to take up the thing and draw up the thing and, you know, we're gonna build it and this and that. So he said, I'm only here for 5 years, you know. So I say, yeah. So I say, yeah, you know, me and my wife, we have a house. We have a house in I think him said Danbury, Connecticut, I think him said. One of them place there. Either Danbury or one of them place there, anyway. Me just look on the man, and every man in this man come out and go to work. He might have some little all mash up loafers or some dirty sneakers with a little button up and ray or whatever, and him going about in business. And me I say, this man not even have a chain. Don't go ring where the man have on is a wedding ring, and suppose you see the man wear the ring. One little flimsy something, you know. This man never no chain, him never nothing, him not drive no Chris car. Yo, the man tell me how much them pay him, which me now got disclose. But the man them say, yo, at this them pay me for do what me I do. You understand? So me just buy a house, after the 5 year done, me I go sell off the house, they go back to me yard at Connecticut. Me I said, John knows that. Look upon we as black people. The first thing we do when we hold piece of money, we want a fat ride. We want big chain pan neck. We want this and that, and don't own not one pussy cloth thing. We don't own nothing. Enough people out there drive a blood clot Bentley and Rolls Royce and them something and I rent somebody place, you know. So it just proved to me that rich people want to look broke and broke people want to look rich. Me no see this man with not a piece of jewelry at all upon him neck. Nothing at all. Nothing. No chain, no ring, no nothing. And this man buy a brownstone in Brooklyn, got it out. If you know what cutting out a brownstone is like, modify the whole house, and I drive one whole car, him and his wife. If I'm telling you this is like 2004, 5 or so, and this man is driving a whole wreck, and I can only imagine what the man bank account look like. Based on our decisions, our choices and the chance that we get. None of us ain't supposed to be sitting here arguing and complaining about who bad mind them and who this and who that. What? So what? You think the average wealthy man in his own mind is sitting here thinking about who's bad minding him? You think Bill Gates is sitting there talking about, yo, them bad mind, you see? You think these people is sitting around wondering about who bad mind them and who is a crab in the barrel and who is this and who is that and who don't like to see people with nothing? They don't like to see people with nothing. They don't give a fuck about who bad minding them. You know why? Because they realize that the decisions that they make is based on their lives, not nobody else's life. Not nobody else's life. You see, that's why that's such a big topic for us as a people. It's such a big topic for us because we need somebody to blame. Them bad mind, them ready eye, them not like see people with nothing. We have to have somebody to throw it on. But those who are taking accountability, those who are moving to their own actions and to the beat of their own drum, don't have time to think about the next person that's bad minding them, because 90% of the time, not even 99% of the time, the person that's bad minding you, life is miserable. The person that don't want to see you make it in life don't have a pot to fucking piss in. That's why they bad minding you. Because they're watching your blessings and they're watching you make good decisions and they don't know how to do it. They don't know what the formula is. So what they do, they sit back and they hate on the person that is doing it. 99% of the people that will jump on your live, jump in your comments, say some negative shit, do some stupid shit, send you a DM, hating on you, carrying your name to other people, they are fucking broke and miserable and didn't grow in love. A lot of these kids was raised off of survival, not love. A lot of these niggas had to grow themselves. Daddy wasn't there, mommy working 2 jobs. All right, make sure your brother them all right. Take out the food out of the freezer when me come home, I can wash it and rear and this and that and get it together. Not saying it's a bad thing, because there's a lot of good that came out of those situations as well. There's a lot of us who wanted better. We saw our mother struggling and say, you know what? I'm not going to be like my father. I'm not going to run off by my picnic them. I'm going to always make sure my kids understand that I love them. I'm always going to be fruitful and multiply. I'm always going to be the person who is going to do better and provide for my kids. A lot of good has came from those stories. A lot. My mother was my superhero. I watched my mother make something out of nothing. I watched my mother, very independent Virgo woman, get up and say, you know what, today I'm going to popcorn shrimp the ceiling. I'm going to popcorn the ceiling, or whatever you want to call it. And take our blood clot cleaners plastic and our plaster and start go so on the ceiling until she done the whole entire fucking ceiling. I watched my mother get up and paint. I watched her do all kind of things. And I always said to myself, I don't ever want to leave a woman in that state. I don't ever want to see my wife having to paint a fucking room or this, unless she wants to. Unless she wants to experience that. But not by any means necessary, not because she has to. You understand me? At 15, I have a brother and a sister that I'm watching. Me and my mother go work. Listen, put 2 cups of the powder and put water in it, and then you shake it up and then put it in the pot, boil the pot, let the pot boil and get the bottle hot, test it on your wrist, and if it's too hot, then you just you use the 2 cup them and you go so with them and you wait till it get cool so you can give your sister and your brother. All right? I'll be home at such and such time. Clean the chicken. I'm going to tell you what to do when you call me. After you clean and season the chicken, I'll tell you what to do with it. That's why these things don't come in like nothing to me nowadays. Because I had to learn on my own. Self-reliance to me is a big thing. Self-reliance to me is a big thing. That's why I don't have a bag of friend, and that's why I don't ask up a lot from people. My kids will tell you, anytime me outside there, so I may do the lawn, or I may do work on a project or something, if them ever come to me and say, Dad, you need some help? If I don't really need their help, no, I'm good. For 2 reasons. 1, my brain is working, and this coming like nothing to me. 2, I feel like if you can ask me if I need help, then you should have been out here doing it yourself. Don't wait until you see me doing something to say if I need help. And that's what I always tell my children. Don't wait for me and not tell me about if I need help. Because guess what? I could be in the house doing something else. But because nobody ain't going to do it, I will do it. So don't come and ask me if I need help. You understand? And that's how I teach my kids, and that's how I train my kids. Be self-reliant. Because nobody likes a beggar. Whether on the thing say it's good or it's not good, nobody likes it. When you beg, it bring liberty taking. When you beg, I'm a man full of pride. So guess what? Me not ask you for nothing at all for you carry my name. You not go carry my name and say, boy, the boy, Major not stop call down my phone and ask me if I can lend him $2,000. Boy, Major not stop ask me if he can come with me go the rate. No, you're not. It ain't that not gonna happen, brother. It not gonna happen at all. So me are telling us straight. If you're there with a man and you realize, say, because as what I said to you before, a lot of people are in the predicaments that they're in right now because of the decisions they made. And that's just a fact. You understand? A lot of the people that you see, oh, how much years now me no see my pick them be a motherfucker. She now make me see me youth them man where. Yes, there is fuckery woman out there who do that. And there is fuckery man who breed woman and disappear and now mind them youth. But at the end of the day, one of the things that I learned in counseling, when I was going to counseling, one of the most detrimental things when me learn was taking accountability, right? And when I say taking accountability, yo, when me used to go counseling, and the lady asked me all of these questions about what happened in my life, and you know, like if you're a child, it's different, because children is innocent, they're hopeless. There's things that you can't really do as a child. You understand? I'm talking about adults, okay? Adults me I talk about. Everything me talk about this lady here, and me I tell this lady, say, yeah, she did this, she did that, and yeah, this and that go on, and that go on, and where. You know, when me done talk, the woman sit down and make me talk, you know. The woman sit down and listen to me every talk when me make. Every word will come out of my mouth. She listen and she don't interrupt me and nothing at all, you know. She don't interrupt me. She not say nothing. She just watch me vent and rant and go on and, yeah, girl, you fuck crazy. And the girl do this, and the girl do that. And you know how much money me spend on her. And you know how much... I'm go on, you know. I remember saying the counseling is from like, we say 10 to like 11:30, hour and a half. Me talk out 45 minutes, right? And when me done talk, me I expect the woman to side with me. Me I expect the woman to say, boy, that girl here fuckery. Or, you know, what happened to you is fuckery. That me I expect for the woman saying it. See it? The woman did it, you know, and the woman that listen to everything and me I go off, you know. And me I draft every blood clot story and I say, yeah, remember one time and this happened, and that happened, and and the woman sit down there and listen to me and listen to everything. And me just wait for the woman. When me done, the woman say, geez, you've been through a lot, because guess what? And that me what? I want some sympathy now from somebody. I want somebody to feel sorry for me. So me I tell the story them. And me I talk the truth, you know, but me I tell the story them. Because me know my story and me know say me right. So me I gear the story them. And me I dig for the deepest, roughest story. And I tell the woman everything. When me done, the woman say, guess what? You chose that. Guess what? When you realized that wasn't what you wanted, you stayed. Guess what? You decided to spend all that money. Guess what? I mean, I said, what did that big pussy woman here, man? That woman in the hear what me say. That woman in the hear what me got through. That woman in the hear how much money me spend pa. You decided to do that. Yo, me say, when she said that, it lit me like a pile of bricks, you know. You see, when the woman said that, this white woman, you know, when she said that, it coming like the world come down on my shoulder. Come I said, this bitch that like she not hear what me say. This bitch didn't hear me? What the fuck is she talking about? You decided to stay, sir. You decided. You could have. I'm look at her and I say, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You know, man. You could have called the police. You could have went downtown, get her evicted out of your house. You could have stopped spending money on her. You could. There's so many things you could have done without it getting to where it is now. Me say me hate the woman. And at 26 session me have to do, you know. Do the maths. 26 session, once a week. Do the maths how long me in a blood clot counseling for. And the more I went to this counseling, and remember the counseling is people in the space, you know, so it's not just you. It's people, and you're hearing different people's stories, and you're seeing different reactions from people, and you're seeing different outcomes from people, and who this and who that and who, you know. And I looked at it and I said to myself, you know this lady right? This lady right, you know? And me not half as bad as that them and there. Me not go through with that them and there I go through. Me not deal with what this man I go through. And me still have life. And I still got all my accomplishments. Me still have 4 or 5 cars in my driveway. Me still have my big house. Me still have my big yard. Me still have life. My kids, them are right. And it made me think to myself, from here on, you have to make better decisions. Not based on what you see, but from what you hear and see at the same time. Because somebody could talk sweet as they want, but if their actions is not matching up to what you're saying, it don't make sense. Me see man where lose them house, you know, and I sleep in a truck back, you know. You understand what I deal with? So at the end of the day, you know, it made me really meds that, yo, your decisions that you make every day you get up. There's nothing wrong with having a kind heart. There's nothing wrong with being an empath. There's nothing wrong with sympathizing for people. But you have to understand There are people out there that use this mechanism and use these behaviors as a way to get what they want. There are people who they cannot survive without being the victim. There are people who cannot go through life without somebody sympathizing for them. You notice there's some people that go around and they tell their story to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. They tell everybody what happened to them. They tell all the story. A lot of people wouldn't even know if they didn't experience certain things. You understand? Because this is what their mechanism is. Their mechanism, they surround themselves around with people who all they do is pacify their fuckery. That's all they do. They are friends. The friends them now give them no wrong. You can never wrong to them. Them family, you can never wrong to them. So at the end of the day, when they go out in the world, this is what they need from people too. They need this shit from co-workers. They need this shit from Instagram. They need this shit from TikTok. They need it from everybody because this is what they're accustomed getting. Their mother never told them their wrongs. They never was hold accountable for nothing. Their sister, their brother, their cousin, nobody. Their best friends, the circle that they're around, nobody don't hold them accountable for shit. So when you go out with certain people, you could be in a lounge, you could be in a party, you could be at dinner, you could be anywhere. That story must come up. Yo, you know what go on with me? My baby mother not even make me see me youth them. I tell you, dog, I wish me did have what you have. Brother, you sit down there and you have your youth them and Ray and this and that. I wish I could have seen my youth them. Them have to tell that story there. You know why? Because they need the sympathy. They need it. They need it from everybody. You know how much man out there right now now see them youth and not, you're not even know. Them just go through life and I deal with them, I deal with them and I go through in a life and you not even know unless you ask them. Brother, how come you never see with the youth them? You know star. I don't even want to go into that thing, brother, but I have a fuck with being mother. May I tell you? Because some people don't even want you to sympathize for them. No sorry for me, brother, because guess what? You know at the end of the day, it's a fuckery girl and I know say, I been know say it's a fuckery girl. May I tell you the truth? Some woman you not gonna hear them story. If I one thing woman know if you do is keep story. One thing woman know if you do is keep story. You look on some woman and then you look like them in the best relationship in the world, the best marriage in the world, the best job in the world. And them a struggle. Them a go through it, them a live it. And you would never know. Unless you is a part of a circle like that, where she feel comfortable enough for put you in and say, yo, you know what? You know, say, this and that I go on and re. And you're going to look on her and say, Bumbo cloud, all of that you deal with. I tell you. The key to knowing how detrimental, whatever decisions did make, it make already. Whatever decisions did make, it make already. You understand? So we can't cry over spoiled milk. Any decision where you make, whether it's you buy a house and you get a high interest rate, or you buy a car and you pay it off for 72 blood clot months, by the time you fucking your loan done, it coming like you could have buy 4 of the car them. All of them something they happen already. All of them things they happen already. So we can't cry over them things. But the key to it is to be knowledgeable about it now so that you will no longer further make fucked up decisions, chances, and choices. You understand? Somehow, you know, I buy Honda card, you know, and 120 months you not pay for the blood clot Honda card. Me not understand. But guess what? It happened already. Just go and pay for it. You understand? Just go and pay for it, start. They tell you, just because, guess what? Them want something for show off on people with. Oh, I got a Benz. Enough of them, if you're looking at them blood clot loan deal with them have, where I drive Benz and all them something there. If you look into it, you know, enough of them